or home, how can the IT adoption in the SMEs can be increased today? Because I am not a very great fan of IT adoption by SMEs as a subject in its own self, because I don't think IT adoption has reached to a level wherein it should really be talked about much. And that's again from our own experience, we being in the technology field, being an SME, we don't use technology much. From the government side, there are 4 basic points that we believe are very, very critical. The government has to make an initiative wherein getting help on various policies that can improve IT adoption fairly fast and simple. Of course, red tapeism, multi-window clearances are another big factor. So, if there's a policy, there's an announcement, we really go ahead and try and take that advantage. There has to be a very, tough, probably activity to be done as far as rationalization of tax regimes are concerned. If we believe that the SMEs can benefit from online marketing, imagine what it could mean for these larger companies if they shift some of their ad spends, some of their mind share onto the IT platforms or emerging technologies that we see today. So I leave you all with this thought and a request.
Brijesh, your thoughts on all of this? The biggest challenge right now, we just heard Mr. Mathi talk about cost. Earlier, Karthik mentioned that it's habit. Then, of course, there's the point of awareness itself. What's the crucial equation, the selling point that will make it work?
So, my view on that is that whenever there's something new that comes in, why do we go ahead and start using it or start doing it? One, I have my interest in that aspect, so I start learning about it and I start using it. Second, I am forced to use it. There are less number of people today who have interest in learning technology. So, my take is, it has to be forced by the government. The way government can really go about forcing is, make things like, for example, tax filing is mandatory online today, right, for a certain class of companies. The companies will be forced to learn it. It not just makes the whole life easier for certain businesses, but it actually promotes IT adoption in a much larger manner than anything else.
But then you're relying on the government, and we rely on the government for a lot of things, to start with decent roads in our metro cities. So beyond that, what needs to be done to drive home the message more clearly, you think?
So in terms of adoption, as I said, see, there are 2 things which will again come in: interest, force. So either the interest gets generated over a period of time, or it is a forced interest that is being put forward onto companies. So of course there are these factors which the other panelists have raised, but I think one of the key things that we need to kickstart it is the fact that it has to really come in from the government.
So is this kind of interaction, as in, an SME can interact with someone else to figure out which supplier is better, which vendor is better, which technology package is better? Is it happening? Is it getting scaled up?
No, again, when we look at people within the age group which is below 35 years of age, yes, there is a tremendous increase in this activity. When we look at an age group which is above 35, it is something which is not increased phenomenally over these years. Of course, one of the things which is very, very much responsible for it is the fact that there are kids, there are students today who have started using technology for whatever reasons. It could be social networking, it could be emails, it could be chatting, whatever. But since they've started using it, they have more faith in it, and they want to use that to do something big. So in a sense, they are more keen at learning more, implementing more.
Thanks so much for listening, and thank you to the panel for presenting such interesting thoughts forward this evening. Thank you to all the gentlemen.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.